Good morning everyone and welcome to Gierok Farms. It is day number 3 of the week-long series, or the 10-day long series that I'm putting together documenting me and my brothers running the dairy farm. So we'll take you guys along with day to day, show you the ins and outs, the pros and the cons, the good and the bad. If you haven't already, make sure to go back and watch part 1 or day 1 and 2. It was a pretty good, solid start. Everything has been running really smooth. Thankfully, we started off here on the weekend, so I've had plenty of extra help around. Mason has been a huge help, and we'll probably get some help out of Owen here today as well. As for this morning, we just finished up feeding all the barns, the calf barn, bull barn, dairy barn, and right now Mason, he is getting the milk house ready, and he'll probably start milking by the time I get back. I'm in the 7510 John Deere right now, pulling the manure spreader, and I'm going to spread off some of this manure this morning yet while the ground's still frozen. It's been a weird February where we've been getting a high of 40s and 50s. It's been record-breaking temperatures, that's for sure. Okay, we got that manure taken care of. That dairy barn manure always spreads pretty well because it's kind of a liquid yet coming off of the gutter chain, so spread really nice and even. We're gonna head up to the dairy barn here, see what's going on, and then we'll update you guys in a bit. We got a nice little hot tub going for our teat dips, warming them up. The orange yellow ones are used as a pre-dip, which is more of a sanitation type of soap, so I can clean the teats and make sure they're good and clean of bacteria and dirt or manure before we go to put the unit on, so then we can ensure the best milk quality possible. So this would be your pre. And then we got this blue dip here, which is more of a lotion slash sealant for the teat. So this goes on after the cow is milked, and we go through with this, and that coats her kind of like a hand lotion, but then it also acts as a sealant to help keep her teat clean throughout the day if she were to lay down in a dirty spot or something. So that's our dips. And then we also have towels, which is used after that pre-dip, that yellow dip, to wipe off the udder and kind of get all that soap off, and then any of the residue that the soap helped loosen up. So then we can start with a nice clean udder as we're putting the unit on, which is super important when it comes to your milk quality and your somatic cell count, which is kind of a bit of a report card, but soon we'll roll into milking here, and now that we got the milk house ready. So we had a slight change in plans. I helped my brothers get rolling with milking, but Owen, he ended up coming out a bit earlier than we thought, which is great. Super happy for that. So for efficiency's sake, instead of having 3 guys in the dairy barn, I'm gonna get a head start on all the after milking chores, one being this silage. Especially because it's warmer now, I have to play around trying to face the pile really nice scrape off some mold too. If you guys pay attention to the videos, you know that we've had some issues with mold in our corn silage. So I'm gonna take care of that this morning, try to clean that pile up really nice and not stab in too far with the bucket to create air pockets where that warm air can get in there. Try to face that as smooth as I can. I gotta head back up to the shop, grab the skid steer, and then we'll get rolling on that. a young stock and the dry cows have their silage. We're gonna head back down to the pile with the 7405 in the dump trailer to fill a plump full load worth of silage into this to take care of the dairy barn for the next 3 days. So let's head down there and get to shoveling. Silage is done. Mason and Owen, they are working in the dairy barn, getting that thing prepped and ready to go for this afternoon when we let the dairy herd back in. And those calves that we weaned off of milk are still complaining a little. But they're doing good. They're putting on mass, they're eating silage and grain and hay. Oh, I got some time here. I'm gonna glance at the dairy herd as they're out and about. Check and see if I can catch any cows in heat, especially with the bull hanging out by the edge of the fence. Makes me think somebody might be in heat. Being we just fed him silage, you know, he's not messing with that. He's over here checking somebody out. Looks like these guys could use another flake of hay. I'm gonna go check some numbers in the record book, see if any of those cows hanging out by the bull are in heat or not, or are due to be bred. Looks like Owen and Mason have finished taking care of the barn, which is great. I am going to maybe feed a little more hay, but other than that, they did a pretty good job. Everything is pretty taken care of. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil, I caught somebody riding over there. Let's go check her number too. Number 4 and number 43. Yeah, Blue Roan and then number 4. We'll check their numbers too. Maybe that 4 was over here running around by the bull earlier. We just didn't catch her. Yeah, so what I'm looking at here, number 4 was the end of November, so she could get put with the bull if she is in heat and not just showing somebody else's heat. Number 43 here though, she might be a bit early. That was that Blue Roan cow. I don't know if we'd want to cross her up with that Red Bull anyways, but number 4 is a small enough cow, I think, and she's just a Holstein. At least she looks like she's just a Holstein. I wouldn't doubt if she has a hint of something else in her, but she wouldn't be a bad one to put with the bull. So I think once we let cows in, we might put number 4 in there. If I'm reading my dad's handwriting right, number 4 had a calf November 21st. It was a fair calving ease, so that means compared to good, it must not have been the greatest. So it maybe wouldn't hurt to have that small bull breeder. And then it was a big calf, and it was a boy. And she wasn't a heifer at the time. So what I'm trying to say is that according to the records, she would be in the barn long enough to justify getting her pregnant again, and probably wouldn't hurt to have a smaller sized bull, because hopefully his calves are smaller. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have him breed a cow that had trouble calving in the past because her calf was big. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think we're going to put number 4 with the bull. But Roan, even if she's the one in heat, which she may be, I think she's too early, and I don't know if we want her crossed up with the bull anyways. So that's the plan. Once we let cows in, we will try to separate her and put her in with the bull, or vice versa or something. Darby and I are gonna go let in the cows. We gotta check the paperwork on one other cow, the record book. 89, Mason said he saw and thought she was in heat. So we'll check the paperwork on that. But Darby's gonna help me get the cows in and maybe separate one of them cows for the bull. So that should be exciting.
Come on. Up. River. Back. Come on, girls. Come on. Up. Come on. Come on.
How'd it go back there?
Well, I got all of them up here, but...
Well, that's good. Now we just have to pick out 5 switchers. It'd be ideal to leave some of the smaller switch cows outside during the day so that then
You want this one here?
yeah, some of the bigger cows, because then they can lounge outside at night. She actually's, I think, on the far end of the barn.
Her?
Yeah. Yeah, so there needs to be 5 that stay out here. This one can go on. Come on, hip. Hip. Hip, come on, hip. You got it. Come on, number 4, come on. There we go. Good girl. Checking back in. It's the evening now. Mason's out here with me, and we are going to take care of chores here in the dairy barn. Just wrapped up in the other 2 barns. Just got to go back and feed the baby calves and check over things. But number 4 is back from her mini vacation. Hopefully that went well. So we're going to get started in here. Mason's moving the hay on the other side of the barn, and I'm going to start cleaning the mangers on this side, and then we'll get to feeding the silage. Checking back in, making some rounds in the outbuildings here, just looking over the cattle one last time before we're gonna call it quits for the night. Milking is finished up. Owen is scraping cow pies and fluffing bedding right now in the barn. So I thought I'd come over here, check on everybody. I also got the calves in the super hut drinking their milk right now. So on my way back, I'll grab those pails. But I am gonna end off the video for today. Thank you all for sticking to the end. Let us know how you think we're doing. It is day number 3 of this series that we're putting together. So stay tuned for the upcoming days of the series. See the day-to-day on a dairy farm. Watch me and my brothers put in some work and take care of the farm. Thank you all for the support. Go check out GierokFarms.com, and we will see you guys next time.